Hi, this is Faith Bernard, and I'm sitting here in my home in beautiful Sedona, Arizona. And today I have an interesting topic. I'm going to talk about self-love and why it's essential to your network marketing business success. Now, I've been involved with network marketing now for 35 plus years, predominantly offline until the last 5 or 6 years. And I would say probably more like the last 5 and 4 years. For the first year, I was just simply learning the ropes, getting comfortable with social media platforms, learning how to connect the dots, and also learning how to network properly online, even though it's very similar to networking offline. But it's just, I got so caught up with the technical side. And the truth is, I'm not a highly technical person by nature. However, I am a good student and I work hard, but I do want to learn how to not work so hard and work with ease and grace. And this is a lot to do with our belief systems, what we have, the programs that we have running inside of ourselves, including, we all do. We all have these programs that much of which we operate from is not even conscious. And I think we know this, but really being able to bring it into our day-to-day lives in a big way is huge. And I was inspired, in fact, really the last few weeks, I've been committed to personal development, for the last 30 plus years. And often you'll hear it said in network marketing that network marketing really is a personal development program with a compensation plan attached to it. So it gives you real world, real life, direct results in terms of your personal growth and how open and available you are, because you can see the results, instantly in your network marketing business. Now, this is true of any area in your life or any other profession, but I think in network marketing sometimes it can feel accentuated and even a little bit more exaggerated, because we only get paid on results. It's not, commission only, right? But we have the advantage of getting long-term residual income. So really, I want to address something that I don't see really addressed in all the resources and trainings out there on network marketing. There's tons of stuff on systems and how to connect with new people and social media and online marketing systems, and they all are important and they all have their place. However, if the energy that you're operating from is not in alignment with your higher self, with the universe, if you will, with God, whatever word you want to use, what you're comfortable with, then it's, all that effort is going to go for naught. I've found myself, I know how to work hard, let's put it that way. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. It's part of our programming. Our self-worth comes from how hard we're working, how busy we are. But how busy and how hard we're working has nothing to do with our success or lack of success. And when you really look at distilling down, what is the most important component that living a happy, fruitful, expansive life is truly self-love. And I remember years ago when I was living on my own, I was going through a career transition, I was behind on my rent and the whole whole 9 yards, so to speak, and it was a very challenging time. And I went and saw a Episcopalian minister, and I said to her, all areas of my life are great except my finances. And she said, you don't have a financial issue, you have a spiritual issue. You need to connect. You need to connect with God, if you will, universe, whatever word you feel comfortable putting on that, source, on a daily basis. Now, I think foundational to that piece, and what I've come to know, in fact I don't think I know it, is self-love. Because when we don't love ourselves, and when we're extremely critical of ourselves, we're often critical of others, and we set barriers between ourselves and our most cherished desires and goals and outcomes that we're wanting to attain and create in life. And self-love is just essential to every good thing that can happen in your life. And during that period of time, I spent a month in just pretty much constant meditation, or at least predominantly, because I wasn't working at the time, so I had a lot of time on my hands. And I realized, okay, let's get this right. And just very serendipitously, I decided to get a mirror out and just tell myself I loved myself. And I did that over and over and over again. And it may seem a little odd, but it was the most powerful thing I could have ever done. And it was the most wonderful thing I could have done for myself. And some pretty amazing things came out of that. I'm not going to get into all the details of that in this video, except to say that it was very powerful in moving my life forward. And within a few months, I was back to earning a six-figure income. So I do know that this really does work. And not only does it work, it is essential to us in terms of our relationship with ourselves. So I really want you to entertain the idea of cultivating a foundation of self-love with yourself in your life every day. And there's a lot of ways to do that. Taking time for yourself, telling yourself that you love yourself. Again, it can feel very awkward because our culture doesn't really support that, but it's why we see the suicide rates, it's why we see the dysfunctions and alcoholism and addictions. These are all centered around a lack of self-love. And we see people working so hard and furious in their network marketing businesses, and many times only coming up short. And we'll blame all kinds of reasons, the company, the upline, the lack of tools, and those may have been factors for sure, but I can tell you at the foundation of all of it is if there's a lack of self-love, nothing really can be sustainable without it. And self-love heals all things that are out of balance. So you can start with where you're at right now. I was inspired today to do this video because I'd seen an interview with Marianne Williamson, and she's written a new book, and I think it's called Divine Compensation. And you'll notice the theme throughout her book, which is love. And self-love is a big piece of that. In fact, it's the foundation of all love. To love another person, to love humanity, to love the earth, to love everything and everyone, it must start with you. Because you really are the center point of everything that exists in your world. So I'm not going to say much more right now. I'm going to do a series of videos on this. I'm going to keep them a little bit more on the short side than the long side. It would be easy to go down a few different rabbit holes with this topic, but they would be good rabbit holes to go down. But I want to really challenge you to doing something as simple as picking up a mirror and 5-10 minutes a day, let's say 10 minutes a day, that you just tell yourself that you love yourself. And if you're embarrassed about it, it feels uncomfortable, do it in private. You don't need to tell anyone that you're doing this. Keep it to yourself and just do it for yourself. And do it consistently for a month. And then just watch what evolves in your world, how things start to transpire. Notice that your energies towards your businesses start taking on a whole different hue, a different energy. Things are happening faster and easier and more flowing. The right people, you're connecting with the right individuals at the right times. Again, coming from that place of self-love, because when you're truly in love with yourself, you're in love with everyone that you come in contact with in the world at large. And magic happens from that. Miracles happen from that. So with that, I want to thank you. We'll definitely catch you on the next video, everyone. I have an outstanding, well, I think today is it Monday or Tuesday? Who knows? Who cares? We'll catch you on the next video. Thanks, everyone.